Hello, welcome to R&R, where bad media from the past needs a beating. Welcome back from my summer-long recess. And to top it all off, we're continuing the Digimon series. You heard right, it ain't over yet. Oh, no. It is stubborn and stupid enough to continue on after 13 episodes. And Digimon is still going on. Apparently, a lot of naive, ignorant kids are still buying into stuff that's at the height of its popularity a decade ago. Even though it's actually been out longer than most of them have ever been alive. So after they defeated Satanmon, the group of kids are greeted by this really old holographic geezer that's somehow generated by some device that's implanted right into the soil. No explanation how it fucking got there, but I'm just saying, hey, this is the digital world, anything fucking goes even though it doesn't sound right. Put it in there while you can.
And yet I am not human.
This is confusing.
No, my name is Jedi. I couldn't send you this transmission during your battle with Digimon.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a car that's been tricked out to look like an ice cream truck, and it plays a tune that's fun for the young children. Da 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 da.
Since before the beginning until after the end.
Are you the one who got us stuck here in the digital world?
As if you possibly can't come up with more convenient ways to stall the story even further, Jedi comes up with a secret power that enables your Digimon to evolve even further! Why, it's the tags and crests. Yes, and apparently they actually have these, each Digi-destined has these special powers called crests that reflect their certain human attributes. What this has to do with digital technology in general, I don't really give a fuck. And they're also linked to certain elements, including 2 versions of Heart.
When the 5 powers combine, they summon Earth's greatest champion, Captain Planet.
And if you think that the crests are into the tags, you are fucking dead wrong.
Please tell us where we can find these tags and crests.
Well, the crests are scattered about. You can locate them all throughout the continent of Server.
This entire episode is going to be centering around around the episodes where they are trying to find their tags that they could put into their crests. Okay, if that's the case, why couldn't you put the crest in the fucking tag? You expect those kids to actually search the fucking entire continent that everyone else barely knows about? And search for something that's as prevalent as getting struck by lightning? I mean, this is basically gonna waste more pointless episodes all centering around them obtaining something that could easily fit in their fucking tags that they could give it to. In fact, why doesn't this douchebag give it to them right here and right now? Go looking for the tags and crests. Why don't you go look in the sewers for used tampons? If you're just wanting them to search their inner spirits and attributes for that crest, fuck you! Fuck your entire plan! Give them the tags and crests so that they can save the fucking digital world! I mean, that's the main reason what this series is centered around! Not just pointless searching around for certain clues. Bullshit! Moving on with the plot. So it turns out that what they're looking for is all the way across the ocean. So they have to build a raft in order to get there. But look who comes to help out. It's other Digimon they've met in earlier episodes that are helping them build the raft. Because, in case you didn't know, children can't build a huge raft that's capable of sailing several miles across the ocean all by themselves, right? And because of their hard work, they're able to set off sail. But wait! Even TK's Digi-Egg hatches. Yes, the cute little adorable ball of cum. Apparently, Digimon are immortal because every time they suffer fatal blows, they age backwards like Benjamin Button. All you have to do is wish them back. and then they'll age backwards. And then they'll revert back to being babies again. And they'll keep doing it again, again, again. Every fatal blow they even receive. They're not dead. When you gotta love the way they animated the waves. Almost like they're moving cutout waves. They move up and down with popsicle sticks. And that ship looks like it's about to crash any second, man.
When they started getting rough, the tiny ship was tossed.
But then somehow the writers decide to rip off Pinocchio and actually have a giant whale swallow them. And then somehow ate a black gear. Just now you decide to have a black fucking gear? Wasn't Death Mountain already destroyed? Because it was fucking filled with black gears. Plus, Satan is also dead. Why do they still... No, forget it. So they managed to destroy the thing inside Jabu Jabu's belly, and then it gets spat out, and is called Waymon. And God does he get all my nerves? I mean, he may sound like a confident, wise character, but his English voice actor is fucking annoying. He's like that old perverted pedophile. That sound of his voice makes you feel uncomfortable. I don't know what it is about it.
Yes, it would take me 5 days. Make that 3.5 without traffic.
Great, our raft's broken.
Are you going to Server?
So he decides to drive him to the continent of Server. Get it? Server, because they're in the digital world where names like file, server, network are predominant names of significant landforms in parts of the world. So he brings them to an underwater cave, which is somehow a pocket full of air. I don't know how that happened, people. There they find their tags, much to shame, without their crest, which I've already ranted on earlier, so I decided to continue on. So they make it to the continent, and they're able to wander in the middle of a desert. But in that desert, they find an oasis of whatever the hell those things are. After Mimi princesses about a bath, she of course runs in there without even thinking. Just say, "Hey strangers, I've actually been wandering for days. Mind if I take a bath in your house?" And yet these retards just are naive enough to even let them in. So the kids, believing it's a trap, decide to run in and catch Mimi.
I believe I said don't go in.
And yet all of a sudden they're welcomed into their village for a feast because well, they were starving, and of course, like always. Oh, and the food apparently was so tempting, Digimon actually grows an extra beak. She knows she can't eat it with just one mouth, huh? So in the night, some other Digimon decide to capture TK's new grown Tokomon. Cause that little ball of ejaculation just later evolved into the same Digimon we saw with him in the first episode, if you recall. And this is where this story arc's main antagonist, Edamon, is. And trust me, you are not ready for this, because there's no way to look at this villain and keep a straight face. Trust me. But what you are about to see is the biggest joke on an antagonist you'll ever see, period.
Yeah, the concert sensation of the server continent is back. All right, it's Edamon the King. Now, son, you're way too loud for an early morning time like this, understand?
Seriously? I mean, seriously. Oh yeah, they were probably like, how about we put a deceased rock star in there that no one in the show, no one watching this show even knows about? Let's put... Yeah, that could make him totally scary.
You see now, once I start making my fabulous music, well, those kids are gonna be mine. They'll just have to come over and see what great...
Someone actually got paid to actually design this. Just design his character. They got a monkey, wrote down his character on paper, the directors looked at it, and they rolled with it. They didn't think it was a joke or anything at all. They said, yes, this is definitely evil. And Elvis Presley wannabe in a big orange monkey jumpsuit.
So now I'm gonna have to punish you all by playing a little number that I just wrote. It's called Wrecking the Whole Place. Well, you say you want a Digivolution. Guess what? The answer's no! Dark Network Concert Crush!
I mean, of weapon would be singing and stuff? Would it make their eardrums literally explode? Like, yeah, let's just have it. Yeah, of course we can have loud, badly played rock music that's usually done by American Idol reject as a lethal weapon. Of course! All we have to do is make it so loud that we actually have eardrums literally explode into a bloody mess. Or how about, ooh, blinding disco ball. It can blind you and it can literally destroy your retina and make you blind. Hell, you can dim the lights to kill epileptic people. Or how about Sorceress Effect Plasma Ball, where you touch it, the bolts jut out the spear and stab you, like real electricity would. Stare this into a person long enough, and if they're faint enough in heart, they can literally die of a fucking heart attack. But later on they meet a weird flying pink furry testicle with angel wings called Piximon. Leads them into his portal or something, Mirage, while Edamon still searches. He takes him to his dojo before they're giving anything.
Well, thank you. Is it as handsome as I am?
You said something about food?
Ah, yes.
And yet this little prick fucker decides to single out Ty to take him on some spiritual training of some sort, I don't know what, while everyone else has to work around to do chores. I mean, who the fuck cares? You would rather just say, fuck you, you little, I'm not taking orders from you, you little abomination of God. Meanwhile, they search for Edamon in what is, oddly enough, the most bizarre places we have yet to come across. I like to call this the Mindfuck Temple, because why? It just has some odd stuff that doesn't make any sense, like those so-called writings we've seen in episodes 4 and 10.
See these hieroglyphs? Look familiar?
Oh, and I forgot to mention, Izzy calls these hieroglyph and hieroglyphics. Okay, let me tell you. These are hieroglyphs. These are hieroglyphics. This is a bunch of scrabbled writing that doesn't mean anything, nor does it translate to any specific words. And that wraps up episodes 14 through 19 respectively. You see, this is all you fucking need to make this show possibly any gayer and just laughably stupid.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip.